G'day guys and gal. I spend a lot of time on YouTube, not just because it's my job, but because I genuinely enjoy a lot of the content that people put out there. It's diverse, free, and often more entertaining than the stuff that streaming services constantly shit out like some kind of bad content factory. My years of watching YouTube has resulted in me slowly discovering a range of extremely high quality YouTube channels that not only do I love, but I know you would too. Some of these channels you probably already watch, but I guarantee there's at least a couple you don't, and you'll be thanking Sigma's holy balls that you found out about them in this video. Today I'll be going over my top picks for the best YouTube channels that I know of in 2023 that you'll have a really high chance of loving. I'll be focusing on the channels with mass appeal, not just really awesome channels in very specific niches that I love. This will hopefully expand your viewing horizons whilst you wait the 24 hours or so between my uploads. Now let's get into it. The first channel I want to talk about is Viva La Dirt League, a relatively high budget channel that regularly releases various comedy skit videos that parody stuff like PUBG, Red Dead Redemption, as well as MMOs as a whole, amongst many others. The production quality is great, better than you'd get on most other YouTube channels. The acting is fantastic and you can tell that they're all having a good time. And even though the scripts often aren't super deep, with the payoff of the script being predictable, it's always a fun watch. I would say their overall vibe is PG-13, but occasionally they just drop something that goes hard, like M or MA out of fucking nowhere, and that's when I genuinely laugh my ass off. Laughing out loud at something on the internet is pretty rare, so good on them. It also helps that they are Kiwi, so my cousins across the pond, and one of their main actors, Ben, does jujitsu, something that I also like to partake in. Overall, a great cast of characters played by great actors, a massive diversity of skits, a high quality production value, and some great comedy. Really worth a check out in my opinion. This next channel, a lot less of you would have heard of or seen, but mark my words, within the next year they are going to be the kings of YouTube. They had pretty much 0 subscribers in March of this year. Now they are up to 267,000 and they deserve every single sub and more. Like Viva, they are a comedy skit channel. However, unlike Viva, they are off their fucking rocker, making extremely dark, hilarious jokes, fucked up twists, and genuine horror moments. All of this backed up by extremely good actors and wildly good production value. Like the cinematography they have is beyond fucked good, with many of their videos also having numerous good quality extras in them. Their style of video is either a parody of something else, a minor uncomfortable situation that they are able to embellish the shit out of to make it seem like a life or death thing, or just a dark hilarious skit. My favorite videos of theirs include Edward 40 Hands, Sir Gwent, Despicable, Survivor Kuatu, Trapped, and best of all, targeted ads. Watch one of those and I guarantee you'll be hooked. Honestly, it'd be a dream come true to meet with or collab with either Viva or Almost Friday TV. Two awesome channels. Changing the pace a bit, I want to recommend Jesse James West, by far my favorite fitness YouTuber. Before you go, fuck off Majorkill, we're Warhammer fans. Fitness YouTubers are the enemy. Just fucking listen. There are a number of fitness channels I follow because I like fitness, but he is the only one I would genuinely recommend to everyone else because it's not a how to do bicep curls or look at me, I'm jacked. The dude has unrivaled energy, able to put himself in any situation and absolutely shine. It's very inspiring since Jesse has dealt with mental health issues and anxiety, something that is not ideal for doing what he does. He often collabs with other awesome fitness legends, like Ronnie Coleman or UFC's Michael Chandler. On top of that, the mad lad entered into an untested, steroid-fueled bodybuild competition, completely natural, and won gold. It's not just fitness, he also does funny challenge or prank videos, even getting Sky Bree to get 20 bodybuilders to fight for her. All of this with a really positive underlining message to be the best version of yourself that you can and to always try to improve. He is extremely grateful to everyone who watches and is somehow able to be extremely humble despite his body, hot girlfriend, and millions of dollars and subscribers. Sometimes he does come across as a little cringe, but so do I, and so does anyone else who puts himself out there. If you have never been cringe in life, you are either a coward or fucking boring. Even if you don't have any interest in fitness, I still think you'd enjoy his content, even if it is just the Sky Bree video. These next two channels are like the news for the internet, not actual news like elections or conflict or the environment, but internet news. Drama, follow-up from old memes, and viral moments. The first that I know that a lot of you have heard of is Penguin Z0, or Moist Critical as he is also known. This dude has his finger on the pulse on all things internet. Whenever something is interesting / retarded happens, a video of him going over the entire situation with various views and plot points is uploaded. The best part is his delivery. He has a dry, childish but funny sense of humor, and 9 times out of 10 has a fantastic take about the situation. The best part is that even the 1 times out of 10 that you may disagree with him, he actively says he doesn't want people always agreeing, and when he is wrong, he will make a follow-up video saying he was wrong and why he initially thought otherwise. If everyone was like Moist critical, the world would be a much more chilled place. He also isn't this subjective fence sitter. He has strong opinions about things and won't keep them to himself to please people. Moist's situation on YouTube is actually god tier. Like, the dude doesn't even have to make fucking thumbnails to constantly rack in millions of views. Despite what I can only imagine would be a disgustingly awesome paycheck, he never flexes it and actually uses his wealth to invest in the things that he is interested in, such as creating his own esports team or making his own comic book series. He even does the occasional animation drop. Overall, a fantastic and entertaining way to keep up to speed on whatever the fuck is happening. The other channel that follows a similar vibe of to keeping up to date on the internet is Lessons in Meme Culture, a much more compressed, opinion-free, straight to the point video if you don't like Moist's longer, more opinionated takes. While the two channels often feature the same topic, the internet is so vast that they actually don't cross over as much as you would think, so you can watch both of them without doubling up. I'm also returning a bit of a favor here. Lessons in Meme Culture actually featured me on their Ziz video, describing how Ziz's influence on the internet has changed the bodybuilding stereotype, making it more accessible to everyone regardless of their hobbies. This next channel is so good that it literally created an entire new industry and type of content on YouTube, spawning dozens of copycats who are literally trying to impersonate him. Sunny V2. Shout out to another Aussie creator. Sunny creates incredibly well-made short documentaries on the most random shit ever, but somehow makes it extremely interesting due to his very pleasant voice and well-written scripts. The craziest part is that he doesn't even use humor, something that I would generally consider to be essential in this type of content, but the man doesn't even need it. The content ranges from why specific YouTube channels have died, something I find very interesting, to random shit like a guy who didn't think Australia was real, all the way to where the Chris Hansen Predators are now. All with his eye-catching and unique thumbnail art style, which you may have noticed pop up on YouTube a fair bit. They are literally just trying to emulate Sunny, and a lot of them are making good money from doing so. Sunny V2's content isn't to keep you up to speed on the most recent internet stuff. It's to look at old, interesting stuff that has since had numerous updates, and often a conclusion before putting all together in a video that sums up everything. Thus, every Sunny V2 video will leave you satisfied, as you know the start, middle, and end, not just the start, which is what you'd get from Lessons in Meme Culture or Penguin Z0. I want to discuss another Aussie YouTuber and a personal hero of mine, Friendlyjordies. Jordies is actually a huge Warhammer fan. That isn't why I'm talking about him. I'm talking about him as he was able to nearly single-handedly topple the corrupt New South Wales government, the leaders of one of the largest states in my country. He fucking did this as a comedian who randomly became the greatest investigative journalist in not just Australia, but the world. The dude took on the gambling lobby, the government, and various other powerful figures, and he would fucking win. He didn't ditch his comedy in doing so. The dude still does live shows often, and he presents his journalism with comedy, which is smart as it gives it a much wider appeal. This guy is so dangerous to the corrupt wankers in Australia that they literally firebombed his house in an attempt to kill him. I've never seen a YouTuber have such a big impact on the world, other than maybe Mr. Beast, because in a large part to Jordies, Australia has finally rejected the corrupt far-right government that kept fucking over our country due to 70% of our media being owned by one single guy with a political agenda. Hence they kept getting elected. Now we have a moderate, anti-corruption government doing a great job. Like the previous wanker government actively refused to implement an anti-corruption commission, something that the new government just implemented. I'm no longer embarrassed by my country, which I actually was for quite a little while. And that is in part to Jordies, so cheers mate. I've actually been in contact with Jordies, so who knows, maybe you'll see us on the screen together soon. No list of awesome YouTube channels would be complete without at least one animator, and who best to feature than Papa Meat himself. Meatcanyon creates the most fucked up, disturbing parodies of shit that I have ever seen. The art style is creepy, the voice acting is creepy, and the animation is creepy. It all comes together to create this dark, hilarious video that rips people to absolute shreds. It basically takes a person, character, or situation, dials everything up to 11, and then focuses on the absolute darkest bits of them. The fact that it's extremely well produced just brings it all together nicely. This one won't be for everyone, but it's definitely worth a watch as it could be the thing you are missing in life. And lastly, although this is going to sound like an eye roll, you gotta be watching Mr. Beast. This dude flew so we could crawl. Regardless if you like his style or not, a YouTuber investing millions of dollars into each and every video he makes is completely fucked. And you are doing your eyes a disservice not to see what is up. There's a reason why this dude has nearly 200 million subscribers and averages 150 to 200 million views a video. Saying that out loud is fucked. On top of that, Mr. Beast invests millions more dollars into helping people, whether that be providing food to the hungry, helping those who have suffered from disaster, or curing blindness and deafness. It doesn't matter how old you are, everyone can get around a video of a train driving off a cliff into a big ass hole in the ground. Who the fuck does that? I hope you found at least one channel from this list that you can add to your arsenal and help brighten up your day just that little bit more. Hit the subscribe button and hit the real subscribe button for more meta content. Join the Discord for more memes and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.